Hello everyone, I am Mrudula and today's topic is the reproductive system. So let's start with the definition of reproduction. So reproduction is the process by which our genetic material is passed from one generation to the next generation. This maintains a continuation of the species. It involves passing of genetic material from parent cell to the daughter cells. This process requires the sperm cell from the male and the egg from the female. The fertilization is the process of union of a male sperm and the female ovum to produce a fertilized egg or zygote. When fertilization occurs, the zygote will possess 46 chromosomes, an ovum carrying 23 chromosomes and the sperm carrying 23 chromosomes. Now we see the male reproductive system. The male reproductive system consists of testes, a series of ducts and accessory glands. Sperms are produced in the testes and transported through the reproductive ducts, epididymis, deferens duct, ejaculatory duct, and urethra respectively. The accessory glands produce secretion that become part of semen, the fluid that is ejaculated from the urethra. These glands are the seminal vesicle, prostate gland, and the bulbourethral gland. Organs of the male reproductive system are scrotum, penis, testes, epididymis, deferens tract, then ejaculatory duct, seminal vesicle, prostate gland, then bulbourethral glands, and the urethra. Scrotum is the loose pouch-like sac of skin that covers the testes. The scrotum controls temperature for the testes, slightly lower than the body temperature, which is necessary for the production of viable sperm. Second is the penis. It delivers the sperms into the vagina of female reproductive tract, and it is the common passage for the delivering sperm and the urine flow. Then glans penis is covered with the loose skin called the prepuce or foreskin. Internally, the penis is composed of three cylindrical masses of spongy tissues containing blood sinuses. Now the third is testes. The testis is covered by a capsule of connective tissue called the tunica albuginea, which extend inward from a series of compartments called lobules. The testes are responsible for the production of sperm, which is known as the spermatogenesis. In each lobule there are two types of cells present. First one is the Sertoli cells, which supply nutrients to the developing sperm cells, and the second is the Leydig cells, which produce the male sex hormone, which is known as the testosterone. Epididymis, the sperm that produced from the testes are immature and unable for fertilization. Therefore, the epididymis performs maturation of the sperm. During sexual stimulation, epididymis transport the sperm into the deferens duct. Deferens duct transports mature sperm to the urethra, the tube that carries urine or sperm outside of the body in preparation for ejaculation. Now the next are accessory glands in the male reproductive system. The accessory glands secrete the liquid portion of the semen, the sperm containing fluid called semen, which is produced during ejaculation. The accessory glands are seminal vesicles, prostate gland, and the bulbourethral gland. Seminal vesicles are sac-like pouches that attaches to the vas deferens. The seminal vesicles produce a fructose-rich fluid that provides a source of energy for sperm motility. The fluid of the seminal vesicle makes up most of the volume of men's ejaculatory fluid, that is semen. Then the next is the prostate gland. The prostate gland is located below the urinary bladder. The prostate gland secretes the semen to permit sperm motility. Prostate fluids also help for nourishment of the sperms. Bulbourethral glands are also named as the Cowper's glands, located on the side of the urethra just below the prostate gland. These glands produce a clear, slippery fluid that empties directly into the urethra. This fluid serves to lubricate the urethra and to neutralize any acidity that may be present due to residual drops of urine in the urethra. Now we see about the female reproductive system. The female reproductive system includes the external genitalia and the internal genitalia, that is the reproductive organs. The part of the external genitalia are the vulva, which consist of the mons pubis, labia majora, and the labia minora. The second is the clitoris, and third is the vestibule. The main internal structures of the female reproductive system are the vagina, the uterus, the ovaries, and the fallopian tubes. Vagina is a muscular tube about 4 inches long that extends from cervix to the vaginal orifice. It is also known as the birth canal. The vaginal opening is usually partially covered by a thin membrane called the hymen, which is ruptured by the first intercourse. The vagina consists of 3 membranes, that is mucosa, muscularis, and the adventitia. Functions of vagina are to receive sperm from the penis during sexual intercourse. Then it serves as the passageway for the menstrual flow. Then it becomes the birth canal at the end of pregnancy. Vaginal mucosa after puberty secretes organic acid to create an acidic pH environment that helps to inhibit the growth of pathogens. The uterus is the hollow pear-shaped organ that is the site of menstruation, implantation, and development of fetus during pregnancy. The uterus is divided into 2 parts, that is the fundus, which is the upper portion above the entry of the fallopian tube, and the body is the large central portion. The narrow lower end of the uterus is the cervix, which opens into the vagina. The mucous layer of cervix produces a secretion called the cervical mucus. Generally, female of reproductive age secretes 20 to 60 ml of mucus per day. The ovaries are small oval-shaped glands that are located in the upper pelvic cavity on both sides of the uterus. They are 2.5 to 3.5 cm long and 2 cm wide. Each ovary is attached to the uterus by ovarian ligament. The surface of an ovary is covered with germinal epithelium. The capsule of an ovary consists of connective tissue called the tunica albuginea. Before puberty, ovary consists of primordial follicles. At maturity, each primordial follicle develops into primary follicle. Functions of the ovary are in the oogenesis or formation of the female sex cells, begin in the developing of female fetus, where female stem cells called oogonia divided by mitosis to produce primary oocytes. The ovaries produce and release ovum, which means eggs in ovulation. Ovulation means the rupturing of Graafian follicle and release of female egg from near the fallopian tube. They also secrete the female sex hormone known as the estrogen and the progesterone. The female body contains 2 tubes which are known as the fallopian tubes, which transports the ovum from the ovaries to the uterus. Each fallopian tube is about 10 cm long. It consists of a funnel-shaped end called the infundibulum. The infundibulum is surrounded by finger-like projections called the fimbriae. Fimbriae are attached to the lateral end of ovary. The ampulla of the fallopian tube is the longest portion, making up about two-thirds of its length. The isthmus of fallopian tube is the short portion that joins the uterus.